Pleasures of War, one of the most popular tunes from the Resurrection of Black album. Actually was one of the most popular tunes when I wrote it way back in the day. Wow, we're talking many years ago. I was actually, again, this is part of that group of songs that I wrote when I was a senior in high school. And I know that it was either while I was still going to school or maybe I just graduated 12th grade and I just graduated high school. That's when I wrote this song. But I remember when I composed this song, this was my songwriting process. I'd be sitting on my bed with my guitar and my songwriting notebook, and ideas would come to me and I'd jot them down, and it was always like really, really late at night. And that's where I came up with my best ideas. So the song was really coming together, crafting a song that I wanted to express about, again, being very sarcastic with the title, Pleasures of War. Pleasures, haha, there really isn't. But I wanted to express my views and just how I felt about war in general. And again, a song that still is just as relevant today as it was when I composed this song way back in the day. Now, this was a popular song. I had a couple of music producers approach me wanting me to sell my song to them so that they can have other artists record it. And of course, I was like, no, this is a Laire song, Laire performance. I'm gonna perform my own song. So I turned them down, and I'm glad I did, because I want to, again, retain control over my own music. So that's pretty much how the song came about. Again, composed it way back when I was in 12th grade. I just graduated high school, and it was a popular song, which again made me lead to using this song as the first single off the Resurrection of Black album. And of course, I wanted to make a great music video out of it. So that's what we did. So I'm going to talk about the music video, then we're going to get into the whole deconstruction of Pleasures of War. So let's dive right in. So the music video, I had some ideas. I knew I wanted to create a music video for the song, and I hooked up with a great music director. His name is Jax Pintone. Hey Jax, how's it going? And he did a great job. We had several meetings about talking about the concept of what to do for the music video, and just brainstorm some great ideas. And he had some really, really cool ideas. And one of the ideas was that we wanted to make this more of just not only talking about war, but using war as a metaphor for humanitarian reasons. Like, we wanted to put some humanitarian aspects into the music video, and war being just war in the city, war, however you want to relate it, that it's not just only physical war. Or the actual act of war. And another part of what we wanted to do was to we did want to create a war scene. And so at the house that I was staying in at the time, I went to the backyard and I thought, okay, we're going to build a foxhole in the backyard. And that's exactly what we did. So I got a group of friends together who helped me build this from scratch. A great group of friends. I really appreciated their help. That is Robert Papp covering his eyes there, sun out of his eyes. And then next to me is John Choi, and that's Robert on the end. These guys were great, and they were really, really helpful. And I'm very thankful for their help. And of course, we were getting a little bit goofy here. Nothing like eating chunks of dirt, right? But it was a lot of fun, and I was really grateful to having help from these guys. As a matter of fact, Robert Papp there on the far left with his arm up, he came to the shooting of the video when we were shooting here for the whole foxhole scenes, which we spent all day and all night doing that. And he was really, really helpful. When we shot the music video, it was super hot on that day. And man, I was sweating, and I had bought like 3 shirts, and I'd get all sweaty, and then we had to take a break and have to dry off. And then Robert had a hair dryer, was drying my shirt so that I could put it back on and we could go back to filming. Crazy stuff, but it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun. Some other places that we did shoot were in, of course, this yard where we had there's Jack's getting some of the props set up. But we also shot at nighttime as well. And that's how it looked with the foxhole lit up. The camera was there. Jax is over in this far corner by that ladder getting some things set up there. But turned out really great. By the way, link to the music video is in the description. If you have not subscribed to this Lane's Lair YouTube channel, subscribe. All right, hit that subscribe button. There's a bunch of people of you who follow and watch, but you're not subscribers. So please subscribe. I want to be able to take you on this journey of not only showing you behind the scenes of the things that I've done with Resurrection of Black, but as I am in the process of recording ER, I want to take you on that journey as well because I have some great things to share with you. We also did some shooting in Burbank, California, off in a secret area. Where we were doing some shooting. That video or the picture up on the upper left is, of course, Jack's helping out with getting the reflections right of the lighting, and his cameraman doing his thing. I was kind of goofing off there. Those were the actors that we had for the music video, which you will see, and doing my thumbs up, yeah, man, we got it, as I walked off camera. Just being silly there. And some other shots from the music video that I wanted to share with you. Here are some more shots to see how the actual video looked and the actual look that we were going for the music video. Turned out really cool. I love that sepia look, and it really enhanced the emotion that we wanted to portray for the music video. So it turned out great. Like I say, go ahead and check it out. The link, I have a video for the link there in the description. All right. Now let's dive into the actual deconstruction of Pleasures of War. Let me get the session. We got the, whoops, that's ER. We got the original Pro Tool session up here that I wanted to show you. And let's just dive right in. So, of course, when the song starts, we start with this big boom, this big explosion. So, Greg Bissonette on drums, of course. He hits his floor tom. He hits, I think, did he hit the snare? He might have hit the snare. And we just wanted something really boomy and powerful. So, to kick off the song, we start with this. Let me get in here. All right, here we go. Got to move some things around. Okay. Oh, you got to love that. Caked on a ton of reverb for this. Just wanted to make it massive and this big explosion to kick off the song. Ah, I love that. And of course, once that happens, the rest of the song kicks in. And the other great thing, of course, one of my favorite instruments is the Taurus bass pedals. Those sound fantastic when they come in. Nice, big, beefy sound. Just again, to have that bottom end of just intensity. And then, of course, we have the rhythm guitars, which come in as well. Let's see if we get those isolated here so you can hear that. Again, played twice and just panned left and right. Both with overdriven guitar. And then there is a little guitar solo intro. And of course, all in context, it sounds like this. And then there's that hi-hat beat. With those little accents, which sets up for the whole pattern of when the full kit comes in. That just sets up the pattern of the drums. Right? right? There you go. And then the vocals come in, of course, right here.
Every kid dreams about becoming a hero. Glory of being honored, celebration at the show.
And I have to say, Matt Bissonet's bass playing is really cool. Let's see if I can isolate that. I believe, there we go. This great aggressive sound. I love his tone. Just sounds really, really good. Let me see here. I was seeing if I had a group for drums. I think I do. What I want to do is just combine that with the drums. We got that nice reverb trail on the snare that ties in, of course, the big explosion at the beginning of the song. All right, sounds really rocking there. Putting that back into context. Make sure I have everything unmuted. Now there's this little guitar hit right here. I'll back it up a little bit. And when the guitar hits, what I did is I do one hit and then it delays to the other channel. So you have left channel, right channel, just travels right across. Has a little accent there. And then I also add in some little guitar fills in the next verse. So in context, you hear that? This is one little fill that comes in. And just let that ring out. And again, it's these little subtle fills that give the song some ear candy. That's what I like to call it. Something that kind of catches your ear, that keeps interest in the song. I have another piece of ear candy later on. Are these harmonics. And then that just rings out. And that's, again, like I said, it's something that just comes out of nowhere, which catches your ear's attention. It's like, oh, what was that? And again, these are like little things that keep the song interesting and keeps the ear interested and maybe thinking now, oh, what if maybe there's some more little pieces of ear candy that are going to come out. So when I did the guitar solo, I believe this was done in one take. Yeah. Yeah, that was all done in one take. Remember that. Now there's one spot where I pause, and what I do here production-wise is on this note that you'll hear, and I'll play it in context, is as the note that I bend up is coming back down, is just adding some reverb just to really get it to fill out. So check it out, and we'll solo that out. And the same thing with at the very end. We just cake some reverb on there just to wrap up the end of the solo. And I'll tell you, one thing that really sets a mood for the song is when the vocals come in. I have the harmony with my a great harmony singer, Gina, who her voice, she's an alto singer, her voice and my voices blend really well. And so I love having her singing on the album. I also have a little, on the lead vocal, there's two little spots of a harmony. And I'll play it in context here. On this line. So if you solo that, I believe it should be this. There you go.
Others will learn the hard way.
And then it happens one more time.
Human life is a gift.
Just these little subtle things. Again, I call it ear candy. So in context, it sounds, whoops, hold on, maybe get this off solo.
Others will learn the hard way.
And then,
human life is a gift.
But like I say, the harmony makes all the difference on this section of the song.
Some kids will wise up, others will learn the hard way.
Man, that just, that's me and Gina. Man, that really, it just fills that space and just creates such a great mood, very melancholy mood for that last verse. Some kids will wise up, others will learn the hard way. The smart ones will defend their lives while others go astray. Human life is a gift. I mean, lyrically and with those harmonies in there, man, it just makes all the difference.
Human life is a gift, not to be destroyed. The horrors of war destroy this gift, which can never be replaced.
So we did this four-part harmony, and we doubled the vocals. So for each, soprano, alto, tenor, bass, each part is doubled. And there's harmony suspensions, if you're into your theory, music theory, that happen in there. It turned out really, really nice. I was very pleased with how that support of background oohs and ahs just really made such a difference in the song. And of course, you got the final section of the chorus. Now, the chorus on this song, the lyrics are not the same. It's not your standard chorus where you have the same repeating line. Every chorus is different. And then I repeat the last line of the chorus, which I'll just move it up to that, and we'll hear it in context.
For freedom and
Let me back that up one sec. Here we go. Okay, a little farther.
fight for my valuable right of freedom, and that is it. For freedom, and that is it.
And so it says, I will fight for my valuable right of freedom, and that is it. For freedom. So if we change that word, and that one word makes a difference. Of freedom, and that is it. For freedom, and that is it. Deliberately done that way. And then you have our last, we end with the same little guitar riff that kicked off the song, which is that. And of course, you got your Taurus pedals. The Taurus pedals, of course, kick right in at that very end. So beefy. And again, if you're not familiar with what Taurus pedals are, they're these giant bass pedals, like you would see on those on those organs, right? You have those church organs that have those bass pedals. That's what Taurus pedals are. They're made by Moog. These are from the 1970s. They're a beast, but they have such a great sound. I love that fat analog sound, and I use them on so many of my songs, but it just sounds really, really great. But that pretty much is Pleasures of War. Again, you can listen to the whole song, watch the music video. Link is in the description. And as I always say, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Laine's Lair channel. But that is Pleasures of War, one of the more popular songs from the album. Again, which is why we shot that music video, which is why I released that as the first single off of the album. If you haven't picked up Resurrection of Black, please do so. Buy a copy of it. Buy the CD, man, so I can autograph it for you and send it out to you. You can go to laneslair.com and laneslairsshop.com. Those links are in the description to get a copy as well. That's going to wrap it up for this edition of Raw and Unfiltered. We'll see what happens next week. I'm already thinking about that, but I'll tell you, I do appreciate you. I'm glad that you're following me and enjoying the journey and giving you some behind the scenes of, as we celebrate the 10th anniversary of the release of Resurrection of Black, my debut album. 11/11 came out in 2017 or 2018, I believe. And then, of course, ER is the album I'm working on right now. Sounding fan-frickin-tastic. And I'm really happy about that. And I'm also in talks with the Jax Pintone about shooting our first single from that album, getting that music video, getting the ideas together, because by the time we release the album, we want to have a music video already out there. So we will release our first single track before the actual release of the album. But we'll keep you posted. That's why you need to subscribe to this channel. All right, subscribe. And finally, my friends, as always, when you're out and about in the world, smile at a stranger. Say hello to them, because that small gesture of kindness can make all the difference in somebody's life. So be a life changer. That's going to wrap it up for Raw and Unfiltered. We'll catch you on next week's episode, my friends. Take care. Have a great week.